Montana was once a land of gold rushes and lively mining towns. Thousands of people came here, dreaming of finding fortune and building new lives. But when the gold and silver ran out, the people left, and these towns became ghost towns. In this video, we're counting down the top 7 abandoned places in Montana you won't believe actually exist. Each one has its own unique story and charm that we will discover in this video. So, let's start our countdown without any further delay. Number 7. Coolage. Coolage is a hidden gem tucked away in the Pioneer Mountains. Founded in the early 1900s, Coolage was a buzzing silver mining town. Named after President Calvin Coolidge, the town was home to over 350 people at its peak. The mines around Coolage produced a significant amount of silver, which attracted workers and their families. Today, you can still see the remains of this once booming town. The old mill, where tons of silver ore were processed, still stands tall. You can walk through several wooden buildings, including homes, the schoolhouse, and the town's general store. These structures, though weathered by time, offer a hauntingly beautiful glimpse into the past. One of the most fascinating facts about Coolage is that it had its own railroad, known as the Montana Southern Railroad, built specifically to transport silver ore. This railroad stretched about 40 miles from Coolage to Divide, but it was short-lived due to economic downturns and natural disasters. The remnants of the railway, which includes old tracks and tunnels, can still be found in the area. Number 6. Granite. Often referred to as Granite Ghost Town, it is nestled in the hills of western Montana. Founded in the late 1800s, Granite was once a bustling silver mining town. At its height, Granite boasted a population of over 3,000 people and was considered one of the richest silver mines in the world. Today, Granite is a well-preserved ghost town. The most striking feature is the old miners' Union Hall, a large brick building that still stands proudly. You can also explore the remains of the superintendent's house, the hospital, and various homes and cabins scattered throughout the town. These structures give a lively picture of what life was like in this remote mining community. In 1893, the price of silver dropped, and almost overnight, the town's population faded. The Granite Mountain Mining Company, which had been the lifeblood of the town, shut down operations, leaving the town to be reclaimed by nature. Number 5. Elorn. Elorn is a small yet intriguing ghost town located in the Elorn Mountains of Montana. Founded in the late 1800s, Elorn was a bustling silver mining town. It once had a population of around 2,500 people, drawn by the promise of wealth from the surrounding silver mines. Today, Elorn is partially abandoned, with some of its historic structures still standing. The most notable buildings are Fraternity Hall and Gillian Hall. These beautifully preserved structures showcase the intricate woodwork and architecture of the time. You can also find the remains of the old schoolhouse and several homes that give a glimpse into the once busy life. One interesting thing about Elorn is its unique cemetery. The Elorn Cemetery is located on a hill overlooking the town, and many of the graves are from the late 1800s and early 1900s. The cemetery tells the story of the town's past residents, including miners and their families. Number 4. Nevada City. Just a mile and a half west of Virginia City, Nevada City is full of Montana history. Founded in the 1860s during the gold rush, Nevada City quickly became a busy hub for miners seeking their fortunes. Unlike many ghost towns, Nevada City has been carefully preserved and restored, making it a captivating place to visit. Today, Nevada City is like stepping back into the 19th century. The town features over 90 historic buildings, including homes, shops, and a blacksmith's shop. Many of these structures have been relocated from other parts of Montana to create an authentic representation of a gold rush town. The meticulously restored buildings house a fascinating collection of artifacts from the era, giving visitors a real sense of life during the gold rush. A cool fact about Nevada City is that it's connected to the famous vigilantes from the 1860s. This group of lawmen took justice into their own hands to combat rampant crime during the gold rush. Their efforts helped to bring order to the area, and their legacy is a significant part of Nevada City's history. Before proceeding to the next place, I have a surprise for you. If you are enjoying this video so far, Then don't forget to watch our Hidden Ghost Towns in United States video after this, and I can assure you'll enjoy that too. Link is in description, and I button above. Number 3. Virginia City. Virginia City is one of Montana's most famous and well-preserved ghost towns. Established in 1863, after the discovery of gold in Alder Gulch, Virginia City quickly became a bustling center for prospectors and entrepreneurs. At its peak, it served as the territorial capital and had a population of over 10,000 people. Today, Virginia City is a living history museum with many original buildings still standing. Walking down its main street, you'll find historic saloons, a theater, general stores, and the old courthouse. These buildings have been carefully preserved and restored, giving visitors a genuine feel of what life was like during the Gold Rush era. Virginia City played its role in the establishment of law and order in the region. In the 1860s, the town was plagued by outlaws and criminal activity. The vigilante movement, which formed to combat this lawlessness, played a crucial role in restoring order. The infamous vigilantes' efforts are a significant part of the town's history and are remembered through various historical markers and exhibits. Number 2. Bannock. Founded in 1862 after a major gold strike, Bannock quickly became the first territorial capital of Montana. At its peak, the town had over 3,000 residents, all hoping to strike it rich. But currently, Bannock is a state park with over 60 preserved buildings. You can explore the old courthouse, which also served as the first jail, the schoolhouse, and several homes and businesses. These structures have been carefully maintained, making it easy to imagine what life was like during Bannock's heyday. In the early days, Bannock has its connection to the infamous outlaw, Henry Plummer. Plummer was elected sheriff of Bannock, but he was also secretly leading a band of criminals. His double life adds an intriguing twist to Bannock's history, and you can still see the gallows where he was eventually hanged. Number 1. Garnet Ghost Town. Garnet Ghost Town is one of the best preserved ghost towns in Montana. Founded in the late 1800s during a gold rush, Garnet was a lively town with over 1,000 residents at its peak. People came here hoping to find gold and make a new life. Today, Garnet is a fascinating place to visit. Many of the original buildings are still standing, including the hotel, saloon, and several homes. You can walk through these buildings and get a real sense of what life was like back then. The town is surrounded by beautiful forests, making it a scenic spot as well. An interesting fact about Garnet is that it was abandoned twice. The first time was in the early 1900s when the gold ran out, and people left to find work elsewhere. The town saw a brief revival in the 1930s during the Great Depression, when people came back to mine gold again. However, by the 1940s, Garnet was abandoned for good. And there you have it, 7 abandoned places in Montana that you don't believe exist. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more such videos.